And welcome to the Stadio Enzo Ricci. We're getting ready for the second Primavera semi-final here this evening for this 1700 kickoff between Inter and Cagliari. Inter second place finishers in the regular season. Cagliari were in third. They drew in the quarter-final with Sampdoria, but passed the turn by virtue of their higher league finish in the regular season. So the second semi after yesterday, we saw Roma defeat Juventus by 2-0 here on this same pitch, same place where the final will be held on Tuesday evening. Gilardino here yet again. He's been for all the games, the World Cup winner and former striker for many teams around Italy. So it is the under-19s, the Primavera, who are in action, starting 1 hour earlier today. It's a bit cooler this afternoon, and the conditions humid, with the two sets of players only a few minutes away from coming out onto the pitch, scheduled again for a 1700 kickoff. That's in 4 minutes time. Coming into this match, Inter will feel the more confident, unbeaten against Cagliari in their last 12 meetings back to when they were in the second division of the Primavera, the Youth League, in March 2015. They're looking to lift their 10th crown as the champions of the Primavera, level at the moment with Torino, and with 9. And the winner of this match will go to Tuesday night's final to play De Rossi's Roma. Again, on this ground it will be. So all to play for. Cagliari, what a season. They were down in Serie B in the youth system, youth leagues in 2018. 7th in 2019, 2nd in that COVID-affected year where the playoffs were not played, finishing behind Atalanta by just 3 points. And then last season they were 11th, this year finishing in 3rd position.
Ok, a piano cominciamo fra 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The second Primavera.
Nerazzurri, un saluto da Filippo Sartirana, benvenuti allo stadio Ricci di Sassuolo, semifinale del campionato Primavera 1, si affrontano Inter e Cagliari. Chi passa va a sfidare la Roma nell'ultimo atto della stagione, nella finalissima. Giallorossi che hanno battuto la Juventus nella prima semifinale. Oggi tocca all'Inter di Christian Chivu contro un Cagliari che alla fine è stata la squadra che più ha insidiato il secondo posto dei nerazzurri in regular season, la squadra che fino all'ultimo ha combattuto proprio con i nerazzurri per un posto direttamente in semifinale, ha agguantato matematicamente.
So the second Primavera semi-final between Inter and Cagliari, after Roma defeated Juventus yesterday. It is now these two turn to take on each other and try and win a place in the final.
Come detto, chi vince va ad agganciare all'ultimo atto la Roma di Alberto De Rossi per il 2-0 contro la Juve.
Massive opportunity here this afternoon, early evening, for both these two sides to progress to an important final at this level, at this age group. Doesn't get any bigger than this for these players in the beginning of their professional careers, potentially. And so the two sets of players going through one another.
Per i nerazzurri torna Rovida tra i pali con Votis che si accomoda in panchina, in difesa Silvestro, Ottimo, Retti e Franco Carboni, a centrocampo Sangalli, Casadei e Fabian, davanti la qualità di Peschietola e Valentin Carboni, alle spalle di Jan Zuberek. Oggi quindi Chivu sceglie la prima punta fisica, lasciando almeno inizialmente in panchina Oliver Jürgens, che solitamente nelle ultime settimane era partito titolare per un attacco un po' più leggero. Oggi sceglie.
The two captains come together, Sangalli for Inter and Korfalidis, who's one of the changes from the quarter-final victory over Sampdoria, the other with Sulis coming in for Zulla. Neither Carboni nor Zulla in the formation, picking up injuries as the official, Daniele Vergilio, in charge, and the two linesmen either side of him. So again, we're just about ready for this this kickoff, and you give Inter as slight favourites, having finished with 3 points more than Cagliari in the league standings, but Cagliari living a charmed season and potentially going to compete for the final for the very first time against the 9-time winners in Inter. Knocked out at this stage last season against Empoli in extra time. But we won't be having that here this evening. As we see Roberto Concas, the new coach, because Agostini got bumped up to the main squad with only 3 or 4 games left of the regular season for the senior side, while Christian Kivu, the coach of Inter, it's his first season with them after replacing Armando Madonna. And so we're in position, we're ready to get going here for the second Primavera semi-final between Cagliari and Inter. It is going to be the Sardinian side to kick us off, wearing the white strip, and the Nerazzurri in the black and blue. So we're underway here at the Stadio Enzo Ricci, and let's see if they can carry the confidence and momentum of the draw with Sampdoria that saw them take the lead with Lovumbo scoring the goal. Big bomb forward by Zulla, and the Angolan striker managed to get in behind the defence and tuck it past the keeper. Equalised late on Sampdoria, but wasn't enough to see them pass the turn as it bounces through. It's been raining overnight. Conditions different than they were yesterday for the Roma-Juventus game. 4-3-1-2 for Inter. Del Pupo, Lovumbo and De Sorgus, the 3 in attack for the 4-3-3 of Cagliari. One draw, one victory in the 2 league matches played between the sides in Inter's favour throughout this season. Hotti in the centre of defence. And Carboni moving further up the flank and trying to get the ball. There's 2 Carbonis on the pitch. Valentin Carboni wearing number 38. Strike partner of Zuberek, who was after the ball there. And Franco Carboni, number 6, to avoid any confusion. Maybe for the best that Carboni for Cagliari isn't on the pitch as well. Now with Obert. Sulis. Corferidis dispossessed. And yesterday the referee, Mr. Pascarella, let the game run and it created a better spectacle. We hope to get the same from Virgilio. It's a showpiece match. Lovumbo, tangle with him. And a little bit physical there. Didn't like that at all. Zito Lovumbo, 9 goals this season. Giving Andrea Moretti a slap on the chest. Good to see there's some spice there between the respective sides. Kivu on the sidelines. Have another look here. Well, Lovumbo thinking that he was striking him, Moretti, but storm in a teacup. As the ball to the right-hand side, Silvestro trying to find his way through. 21 appearances in the league for Alessandro Silvestro. 19 years of age. Cagliari on average with a younger squad today than Inter. None of their players bar Lovumbo 20 years of age, while a number for Kivu. Physicality can still make a difference between those a little younger, 17 and 18 and 20. In terms of the muscle mass and the power. Certainly Lovumbo is a threat on this right side in terms of the speed and strength in the challenge. Hotti. Silvestro draws it down the line and straight out. Certainly going to be some nerves after playing the long season. A couple of weeks for Inter without competitive action. 15th of May was their last match. Cagliari at one point were fighting for second, moving through into the early spring, late winter. Loss of form in the last 10 matches, saw them drop down to 3rd, and that's where they eventually finished in the league standing, but still a great achievement for Agostini, who again was promoted to the senior bench, and so Concas is there this evening. Fabian. It's a good challenge there by Palomba. Cavuoti finds it into the left-hand side. It's Cagliari trying to build it up from the back. You see the water on the pitch there as the ball zips along. Another long ball over the top. Well, it's simple stuff, trying to find Del Pupo. Number 7 with just a single goal. Kofalidis, the Greek, wearing the captain's armband. William Rovida in the net for Inter. Shared the gloves this season with Nikolaos Botis. Rovida has the faith of Kivu for this game as 5 minutes gone. Not a lot happening. Conti comes from a great football family. Bruno, his name, named after his grandfather. Played with Roma and won the World Cup with Italy in 1982. His father, Daniele, played 400 plus matches for Cagliari. Considered one of their greatest ever players. So he's carrying the Conti name into the next generation. Wearing number 5 here in the white of Cagliari. Moretti. Carboni. Managing to switch the play and stretch it out, and again they've done the same, but this time to the left. Carboni tried to just knock it round, but it's good defending there by Sulis, and manages to find the outlet too. Well played there, Sergio Sulis. 20 games in the league and getting the nod ahead of the injured Zulla for this game. Virgilio coming in and laying down the law. Just a little clip of the head there with Andy Hotti. Kosovan Switz. Oh, the long ball forward again. Well, Cagliari trying to use that to get the space in behind, utilize the speed. So this man, Lovumbo, shoots. First attempt, end of the 7th minute. And Zito Lovumbo found the net against Sampdoria in the quarter-final. That's the first attempt in this match. And, well, he'll look back on that maybe with some regret. He manages to get away from Moretti, open up the angle for the left-footed shot. Really has to be testing the keeper. How many opportunities is he going to get in the game? Rovida under a little pressure there, so just blasted out on the near side, and it's going to be a throw-in for Cagliari. Korfalidis with the ball in hand. Palomba over to Obert. Secchi is high wide on the left and overlapping as they can start to arrow their way towards the box. De Sorgus. Not a bad cross in, aiming at Lovumbo. Korfalidis making the run. Lovumbo, another attempt, but that was an easier block. Conti. Over to Secchi. It's an accurate pass, trying to turn in the midfield was Cavuoti. And on the outside of the boot, chased Zubarek against Palomba. Manages to turn and feed his teammate who Opens up the space. The shot here. Easily taken as Cesare Casadei managing to get it up and over. Luvumbo again. Just a little too heavy with the first touch. Control by Carbone. Zuberek. Luvumbo again. Plenty of touches. Cavoti. Over to Secchi. It's a good crossfield pass to find Luvumbo, who can't return the same quality, but we've seen multiple times in this first 10 minutes that Cagliari trying to hit that ball long, both straight down the channel, or on that occasion across the pitch to try and get Luvumbo in. Crowded out. Rovida. Moretti. And Hotti. Topping off is Sangalli, the captain. Just got away from him a sec, but that's an accurate pass. Carbone. Balanced on the ball. Sangalli dropping into the space. Again, this is Zuberek. Sangalli and Carbone eventually come together. That's a good cross in. On the turn, was unable to make the shot. So Valentin Carbone had a half chance there. Del Pupo. And now the break. Luvumbo making the angled run. They're outnumbered here. The keeper's come for it. He's missed and he's made the foul. And this could be a red card. Well, the referee goes to the book and gives Rovida a yellow. Del Pupo goes down on the edge of the area or in the area. Poor judgment from the 19-year-old. The overlapping run, definitely on the edge of the area, not inside. Unfortunately, Moretti was there, and so it was only a yellow card because he wasn't the last man. Dramatic moment in the game, and in to get away with one. Well played, Isaias Del Pupo. Well, of course, those associated with Cagliari, if you can hear some of the voices on the sidelines, they're complaining. They think it should have been a red card. We saw the goal yesterday in exactly this position. Scored by the Roma captain Filippo Trippi. Now this is number 10, Jacopo De Sorgus. Scored 10 goals in the league. Also there is Conti. Well, even the under-19s are going for the crocodile. It is De Sorgus, and it's a goal! Cagliari take the early leads. Found the gap underneath the wall to its side, and after Rovida gave away the free kick, then gave no response to that shot. Not for their injured teammate Zallu. You can see it again. Well, you've got to say, Rovida has dropped a clanger there. It's gone straight past him. Players in front, so likely to have been little side of the ball, but nevertheless his goal is to keep those sort of things out, and so Inter are behind and will have to score at least a goal if they are going to progress to the final, because they finished above Cagliari in the league standings. That means if it's a draw, Inter go through. So Cagliari have to win the game. The draw is no good for them. Referee desperate to get involved. Pescatore goes down. And it's the free kick for Inter. Yesterday's attempt by Trippi, the Roma captain, was more in the top corner, and the keeper really had no chance. But having seen the replay there, Rovida was close enough to the ball, just didn't make the judgment correctly in terms of the timing to get down. Now Inter with an opportunity. 15 minutes on the clock to try and level things up with plenty of numbers in the box. Good shape, but nobody there, and that was a difficult technique on the bouncing ball. Sangalli just scored just one goal this season in his 26 appearances. He's unable to climb over the trajectory of that rebound. Out by Obert. Not a good kick out on that occasion. Silvestro. Well, the referee, Virgilio, once again sticking his whistle in the way. Sangalli. Moretti. Horti back out to the right, Silvestro. Good pressure by Lovumbo. He's trying to get to the other defender. Who's Moretti. Finds Carboni. Into working it around the back four. Gradually inching their way forward. Carboni's pass. And Valentin Carboni hits it back. Then out to the right side, left side. Carboni chips it in. That's a good ball. Arriving late into the box. Two runners in the form of Casadei, Zuberek. Carboni, well, his eyes bulging with the chance of some glory there. It's no chance of scoring from that sort of position. 2 goals in the league, but they weren't 25-yard thunderbolts from that sort of range. Del Pupo doesn't quite get there. Korfalidis. Throw into Inter. Certainly makes for a better game in terms of Inter having to push a bit more now for the goal. Of course, if Cagliari can get a second. Hoping today, this evening, was going to be a good spectacle. Yesterday certainly was a good game, particularly in the first half. Not masses of chances. That's where Juventus been disappointed, having dominated much of the first half. Didn't really create that many problems for the Roma keeper, Mastrantonio. So far here, Daniello hasn't had much to do. Sliding for it was Giovanni Fabian. Contributed 8 of their 60 league goals this season. Casadei with 14, the top scorer. Again, another shot of Gilardino. Moretti. Sangalli. Silvestro looking long. Ping pong of 3 headers, and eventually Obert puts it out. 20 minutes on the clock. Well, again, they're holding the possession well. Yet to get the ball into the box. Carboni. Well, they put an extra man there on that occasion. It was Corfelidis to cut that cross out. Should cause some danger before. On the turn, Del Pupo. Play on, says the referee. Rather, Carboni bringing it away. Well, the contact from Hotti on Del Pupo. Moretti. Well, they managed to hold on to the possession there, but pushing hard to close the space are Cagliari. Pescatore went down, and the referee again with the whistle. So another opportunity for Inter to get the ball into the box. Pescatore, a little push in the back from Secchi. It will be the number 7 to take the free kick. Another good shape, and the header was there. An excellent save from Daniello, and a corner. Inter's first chance right at the midway point of this first half. And looking back at it, Giovanni Fabian getting away from the marker, unable to direct it into the bottom corner, but it was still a very smart save by Andrea Daniello. Pescatore's cross in. Another good ball. Dipping down, but nobody able to react to the flight as that pass or attempt from Silvestro. It's a goal kick. Carboni. Gumbo trying to close him down. Still going, Franco Carboni. Hooked it through. And the keeper was lost for a second there as Zuberek's attempt is eventually out for a corner kick. So good reaction from Inter these last few minutes as they try to start to make Daniello work. 6 waiting. Well, the aerial attacks have been the most fruitful for Inter. But now on the counter, Luvumbo has the support to his left of the goal scorer, De Sorgus. And good piece of defending by Silvestro in that one-on-one. Then brought it away and has turned it into a counter himself. And the ball back was Obert, and then good balance to get around his opponent, Luvumbo. Technical skills in that last sequence of play as Korfolidis, or rather Del Pulpo, lays it back. Colomba slowing the tempo down. 25 minutes on the clock as Obert put it into the channel. Secchi. Del Pulpo trying to turn. He's got support. Good cross in. De Sorgus off the top of his head. Then Korfolidis. Obert retrieves the possession. Showing their threat there, Cagliari. Down the left-hand side through Secchi. Cavuoti. Obert just keeps it simple. Turns to the midfield. De Sorgus. Given away. Silvestro. Moretti. Stretching for it was Casadei. Top scorer on position once again. Carbone, give and go. Try to use Zubarek as the hinge. Double challenge by Cavuoti, and then the opportunity in the box. A physical tackle by Palomba. Bringing down Giovanni Fabian. Just getting there in time ahead of the contact. So the first stoppage for some treatment there. Again, the final's going to be played on Tuesday evening at this stadium once again. Could argue that Inter and Cagliari a little unfortunate to play second in the semis after the match yesterday evening. Something of a shop window. Plenty of people here looking at these young players as potentials, as signings next year, whether it's going to be in the lower division, Serie C, Serie D, Serie B, or in Serie A. Others just passionate to see the young crop and how they're developing this season. Sangalli's pass out to the right-hand side. Zubarek in the middle waiting. Joining him is Fabian. He's gone alone. Not a bad attempt. Daniello is not too concerned by that left-footed shot, but flew close enough to potentially danger. Valentin Carbone. Zubarek can't get there. So one back by Palomba. Ball over the top. Luvumbo backed it to go over the defender, who's in an offside position in any case. Over to the right-hand side, going again, Silvestro. Dropping short is Sangalli. The captain switches it over to Franco Carbone. Moretti, Silvestro. Down to 10 men at the moment. This player waiting to come back into the field. Hotti, Silvestro. So there is Del Pupo. Finds a good angle. Starting to see more variety to Inter's attacks as the game goes on. Goal scorer De Sorgus. Sangalli. "30 minutes on the clock. Sangalli again. Too much on that, surely gone out. Lovumbo throw it back down the line. Just a little over ambitious there as they try to go through their tactical workings. Enforced error in tennis terms. Foul throw. To a former Inter player. Good overlapping run by Secchi. Get him a little more into the game. He's got the pace and that delicate left boot. Tries to find the angle. It's a good run here by Fabien. Zubarek. It's kept in. No. Referee's assistant has given the throw. And it's a good decision as well. I can see that the ball squeezed between the two respective boots. Had indeed crossed the line. Sulis with the throw in. Conti himself the wrong side of the man there, but in the error by Palomba. And to win it back cheaply. And giving away even cheaper. Cavorti took it all the way, and now De Sorgus trying to find his way past Silvestro. Just a goal kick. Rovida, the only player booked, his foul leading to the free kick and thus the goal. It still separates the two sides. Sorgus crowded out, no way through there. As the referee's whistle goes. Long by Moretti. Well, the game losing some of its shape, not a lot of quality to either side's play in the last few minutes. Just whacking long balls up the pitch and cancelling each other out in tight spaces. Secchi runs off into the corner. De Sogus gives it short to Cavoti. Conti's first time pass, not a bad idea. They've stacked up on the edge of the area, 3 Cagliari forwards. Sulis. Palomba. Good movement by Lovumbo, trying to get it to Del Pupo. Backs out of the second challenge there. Moretti, as Lovumbo has support. Crossing by Kurfalidis. Haven't seen too many of those from Cagliari. 35 minutes on the clock now. Lovumbo goes tearing after Carbone. This is Zuberek. And he's dispossessed by Sulis. And Palomba taking no chances with that. Skies it out to Sangalli. Inter can build it from the back. Fabian. Give and go. Carbone. And with Sangalli. Now straight through the middle, trying to keep it on the deck. Holding the possession this last minute and a half. Sangalli gives it short. Moretti not really doing all that much with the ball though, Inter, as Carbone eventually with the cross. And there's too much gas for Casadei at the back post. So a long period of possession for the Nerazzurri, which doesn't result in an opportunity created. Casadei. Carbone, good dummy. Sulis overcommitting. Arms were down and strikes the corner flag and is a throw-in. Carbone launches it into the area. Hasn't been dealt with just yet, and the chance developing there for Pescatola. Acrobatic, no contact from Silvestro. Del Pupo is available. Korfalidis overlapping. Lovumbo's there. It's 3-on-2. Oh, he forgets the ball. Incredible. Del Pupo, that was a glorious opportunity to set up either Lovumbo or Korfalidis for a shot. Just looking up. Forgot to take the ball with him. Carbone to Moretti. Again. Silvestro. Well, Inter, this phase, knocking it around between their defenders and midfield, trying to pull Cagliari out of their positioning, but hasn't really been all that effective so far. String 20 or 30 passes together in their own half or just around this midfield area. Now they go into the channel. Carbone, Zuberek. Dispossessed. Oh, the referee blows the whistle, so free kick for Inter. A number of these in the first half for Inter, but the moment, Daniello has just had that one save to make. The Fabian made the header. Giovanni Fabian. Carboni on the left boot. Managed to keep the ball moving towards the Cagliari goal. Pescatola. Carboni crosses. He's got a good left boot on him, Franco Carboni. A couple of his crosses haven't been able to make it into the box. This is Carboni. Valentin Carboni with another attempt. Deflected behind. 40 minutes on the clock. Remember, Inter only need a draw to go through to the final to face Roma, whilst Cagliari have to win this match. Good first piece of control to Sorgas. So an opportunity now for Cagliari, winning a cheap corner kick. As the rain continues to fall. Gets up well. The leap of Polomba. Del Pupo holding up. Luvumbo. He's gone down, and the ref, penalty to Cagliari. Luvumbo drew the foul. Actually missing the control, but then the challenge by Franco Carboni, leading to the decision from the referee Virgilio. So Cagliari with yet another dead ball opportunity, and just 3 minutes before the interval. Great chance this. So Luvumbo scored the only goal in the quarterfinals on the left boot against Rovira. Well, Rovira complaining about the position of the ball. Referee's happy. Zito. Luvumbo sends the keeper the wrong way. It's an excellent penalty kick, and Cagliari taking a 2-goal advantage into the break. Not going to plan so far in this first half for Inter. Cagliari, this fantastic season they're having in the Primavera, it's carried on here in the first 45 and completely dummied the keeper. Cleverly done there by the Angolan striker. So that really should make for a better spectacle in the second half in terms of Inter going to have to push, and Cagliari on the counter have looked dangerous. It's a poor place to lose the ball. And that challenge play on, says the referee. We're in the 45th minute already. There's no VAR or the like. That's on the chest of Carboni. Now coming back in field was Fabian. Hotti into Moretti. And with a succession of passes, as if it's going to be one additional minute for the added time. And again, they're trying to break away, but Lovumbo couldn't get there in time. So there's the 45 minutes. And it is one more to be added on. Get little aboards with the Primavera. Well, not the best conditions. As you can see, the rain coming down. It's made the play a little slick. But Cagliari have made the better of it, certainly. The free kick and the penalty just moments ago. Desogus with the first, and Lovumbo with the second, and Cagliari looking to go into their first playoff final to face Roma. It's going to be it from the first half here. So the Sardinian team, well, is there one more chance? Desogus pings in the third. Catches Inter sleeping at the back. That's the last kick of the half. Inter perhaps thinking they were just going to knock it around for the final seconds and run the clock down instead. Cagliari sprang to life down the left. The overlapping run, the pass by Cavuoti, and the finish finally done by Desogus, who gets his second. Jacopo Desogus. And at the break here, it is Inter 0, Cagliari 3. Welcome back to the Stadio Enzo Ricci, where Inter have the proverbial football mountain to climb here. They're 3-0 down, and it's a double change in attack right from the off from Christian Kivu, with Oliver Jürgens coming in, as does Iliev. So they need goals, and they need them fast. They need 3. A draw would be enough for Inter to go through, but at the moment Roberto Concas and his Cagliari side are right in the driving seat. The second half of the second Primavera semi-final is underway. And it couldn't really be better set up here for Cagliari, with a goal from the free kick by De Sorgus, then the penalty converted by Luvumbo, also won by the Angolan, and then right at the end, when Inter seemed to think that the half was over, Cavuoti slipped the pass into De Sorgus' path, and he fired in the third. Cagliari, not long ago in Serie B, they've never won the Serie B Scudetto, or rather the Primavera Scudetto. As Carboni crosses in, keeper's ball. He's got a wicked left boot on him, Carboni. But so far, his main contribution was fouling Luvumbo for the penalty kick. And this is not what was predicted, but Cagliari, having had that game against Sampdoria and coming through following the draw, far the better side, taking their chances. Inter's best moment for a goal was Fabian's header, which was well saved by Daniello. So plenty of hustle now. Sangali, the captain, as they start to knock it around. They're going to need to try and keep their composure, though, even with the necessary push to get a goal. Start to reduce the deficit. From Cagliari's perspective, don't give away too much territory, as they are at the moment. Everybody back in that tiny band of about 15 meters. Carboni. Casadei just manages to get the touch, looking for the angle for the shot. Valentin lay off. That was a good position. Fabian skies it. Well cut out there by Fabian. Inter really after this now. Casadei pushed back to his own half. And dispossessed. Well played, Del Pupo. And the break is on. Cavuoti. Luvumbo. Zito Luvumbo's shot. He really got behind that. And the vital block by Andy Hotti means a corner kick for Cagliari. Which Bruno Conti is going across to take. Wouldn't it be something? Third generation, if he could become one of the flag bearers for a team. Too much on the corner. Well, he's got it back. It's a one-handed save from Obert's header. Credit there to Rovida. Remember, was booked in the first half, bringing down Del Pupo, which led to the free kick converted by De Sorgus. Only yellow card in the first 45. Obert out of position, trying to get back into central defence, but now he's on the front foot again. Clips it out to the right. Good pass. Luvumbo. Cagliari with the shot. And Luvumbo. One more goal, and you think this game is over. Two opportunities there for Zito Lovumbo. Moretti. Carboni. And then the angled run after the pass by Jurgens. 5 minutes gone in the second half, and the throw out by Daniello. Time is of the essence for Inter. Every minute that Cagliari can hold on to the ball gets them closer to Tuesday night's final against Roma. Good pressure by Silvestro, now with Casadei. Fabian slips it off. Overlapping is Carboni. Silvestro. Carboni. Sangalli. On the turn, Jurgens. Rovida, short into Sangalli, quickly up and turns it into Casadei. Sangalli again. Casadei once more. Fabian. Carboni first time. It's a better cross. Solid punch by Daniello. Silvestro. Sangalli. Carboni trying to slip it through. The challenge there on Jurgens. Lovumbo. This is what Cagliari are waiting for, the counter. Moretti comes roaring back into picture. Falidis. He's looking for the corner kick there. It's a bit early, 7.5 minutes into the second half to be taking it to the corner. Test of maturity for both sides and their respective position in the game. Well, those sort of errors aren't going to help the cause. Pass splitting the two men wide on the left, Fabian and Carboni. Well, Christian Kivu, like any coach, is measured by his results. Go down well if heavily beaten here. Again, they started as favourites. Iliev. And that's a corner kick to Inter. Taken quickly. Another deflected challenge behind, so it's another corner kick. Provincial upstarts in Cagliari, teaching Inter a lesson so far. One goal could change everything. Well swung in, but away by Del Pupo. Good feet. Now needs to find a teammate. And the shot, and then turned over by Fabian again. 3 chances going to Giovanni Fabian in the match so far. One keeper had to make a good save, but there spoons it over the bar after some really good work by the substitute Iliev. Day, lucky. Pressure there by Jürgens. Thinking about the substitutions now. Roberto Concas, 10 minutes gone in the second half. In return, Sorgus doesn't get the decision. Hort. Sorgus with the final touch, throw into Inter. Again, an error in possession there. Carboni's pass, unable to find Alessandro Silvestro. There's Agostini. Was the Primavera coach. Still very much involved. And now the break. Del Pupo. Luvumbo takes up a good position. That was the killer ball. The ball to take them into the final at 4-0. That was game, set and match, but Luvumbo couldn't keep it down. But that is still what Cagliari are looking for. Win the ball back quickly and just knock it up to the racing counter-attack. Good dummy by Silvestro. Challenge, Carboni. Long way out, Carboni! Daniello would have been in trouble there. Barely motioned to his right as the ball whizzed past the frame of the goal. Valentin Carboni with just 2 in the league. So first, or rather it's Inter making more changes. So another one in attack, Fabio Abiuso. 8 goals for Abiuso, replacing Carboni. That shot was his last. And also coming in, Enoch Owusu. Foul there by Del Pupo. Today, he was caught, but play on, says the referee. Tangle of legs. Sorgus going alone, but outnumbered by Inter shirts. Owusu. 11 appearances in the league. Sangalli. Four substitutions used by Christian Kivu. These are the ones who are going to have to dig into out of this deep hole they've got themselves in. Owusu. Straight out. We think of all 3 goals, the first coming from poor decision really by William Rovida, the keeper, to come out and make the foul. bringing Del Pupo down, which led to the free kick, and also Rovida could have done better with the shot by De Sorgus. It was close enough to him. No contact, and it ended up in the back of the net. The second was a penalty given away by Carbone. And then the third, when Inter seemed to have just pulled the plug on their brains, thinking that with 10 seconds left that there wasn't any danger. Cagliari showed them that was quite the opposite, as De Sorgus found the net again. Well, get up, says the referee. Del Pupo pushing through. Lavumbo's waiting. Del Pupo still, and he does give the decision there, and it's a yellow card as well for Andy Hotti. 1 hour gone, and this is slipping out of Inter's grasp at the moment. Excellent run there by Del Pupo. That last touch just took him away from Hotti. And a good position for the free kick. Half a dozen strides further away from goal for the one that De Sorgus scored in the first half. On a hat-trick. This would be something special. It's the left boot of Conti. Struck the wall, it did its job. Certainly not smiling now. Season's work is going down the drain. Del Pupo. Clever. Credit to Sangalli. And again, consider that Cagliari haven't beaten Inter since March 2015 in under-19 football. 7 years. It's been 8 wins and 4 draws in favour of the Nerazzurri. Considering that the first team relegated from Serie A last weekend, this will certainly be cause for comfort. Plaster over all the errors that have gone on with Tommaso Giulini, the president, and the various coaching changes. But in terms of the youth sector, Agostini, and all the work they've put in together, certainly a seal of approval. 1/3 of the match going. Secchi. Still no substitutions made by Roberto Concas. Del Pupo's pass is a good one. Bruno Conti. Signed his first professional contract with the club earlier this year. Keeping on the books until 2025. Inter weren't going to be able to keep up that intensity for the whole of the second half. Cagliari starting to move away from their own box. They've been camped out for the opening 15 minutes, but didn't really use the possession particularly well on that occasion. Jürgens. Iliev's cross. Looking into the middle, trying to find Abiuso. And wins the corner kick. Clever play there by Jürgens, Estonian forward. Well, there's not really a need for that. De Sorgus launching the ball over the stadium. Silvestro. Sangalli. Luvumbo, and again this is the moment they're ready to pounce. The Angolan winger brings it down into the right side. De Sogas into the area. It's just a poor decision in the end by the captain Korfalidis. Dropping the shoulders, trying to find the angle. Over it comes to Owusu. Trying to make the angle for the shot. Owusu. Got it into the area. They need something here. Jürgens' attempt. Big deflection wide for a corner. Interchange between the substitutes, Iliev and Jürgens. Owusu over the corner kick. Agostini prowling around behind the dugout. Good shape, good header too. And disappointment there for Casadei. Tallest players on the pitch. Judged the flight of the ball well, but the header just couldn't keep it down. Now there are substitutions being made. Well, from this position, if Cagliari lose, they've got to press the self-destruct button. They're in control of the scoreline. Offside there against Luvumbo. Inter seem to be tiring. They made 4 changes, haven't been able to find the goal. With 21 minutes into the second half, it is Cagliari's game. And they can freshen things up with Skirou coming in for the captain Korfalidis. ...24 appearances this season for Gianmarco Skirou. So the Greek midfielder off and the Sardinian Skirou coming in. Give them some extra freshness in the middle of the park. Horti. Casadei. Iliev gets back inside. Sangalli. Owusu. Well, again, these sort of sequences of passes not doing anything to worry the Cagliari defence. They're all packed back inside their own third of the field. Turn from Casadei, gets it back, cross in. One of the better moves that Inter have put together in the match. Luvumbo. Not quite as effective in these last few minutes. Zito Luvumbo. Casadei. Ooh. Jürgens. Iliev makes himself available. Crossing by Carboni. Struck the side of the post. There was the deflection. And it's a corner kick. Flick on, and that header from Abiuso. Good opportunity again at the near post. And the substitute Fabio Abiuso with 8 goals in the league. The Romanian Cristian Cuvu making the most noise on the touchline as he tries to get his team to react, willing them to cut the deficit by 1. It's a good interchange. Del Pupo and Casadei just tangling arms. Well, Del Pupo, not for the first time, pulling up. Last champions in 2018, Inter. And they beat Juve in the semi-final. And then Fiorentina in the final. Lost the year after that in the final to Atalanta by a 1-0. Last season going out at this stage against the eventual winners Empoli. They won their 6th title. Season where Cagliari's Gianluca Contini was the top scorer with 18 goals in the whole league. He's now playing Serie C on loan at Legnano till the end of the season a couple of weeks ago. Throw in by Silvestro. Casadei laid off. Sangalli. Good pressure on him. Moretti. Sangalli again. Just adding to the drama, all of the roars from Cristian Chivu coming into the pitch. Horti. Again, they've had to be patient and work it back into defence to come forward again. Sangalli with the pass. On the turn is Casadei. In support of Wusu. Silvestro, Horti. Sangalli again. Casadei. Silvestro miscontrols. Now looking for that quick ball forward. Del Pupo under pressure and wins the foul. It's good play from the number 7. He's going to be substituted. It looks like struggling to continue in the match for the 3rd time. Falling on top of the ball there. That wouldn't have been particularly pleasant. So Tramoni, young French winger, in for Del Pupo. He won the free kick that led to the first goal. Good performance all round there by Isaias Del Pupo. And Tramoni, with 6 goals in 33 appearances, comes in to replace him. I want him to be rested and ready to go again for the final next Tuesday evening. There's Agostini once more. Great day at the office for Cagliari. No in to raise the intensity. The second half. Daniello has not had to make masses of saves. Little imprecision at times with the final ball and with the shot. Back to those by Fabian. Weren't a test for the Cagliari keeper. Sangalli. Switched out to the right side, Usu. First time shot from Sangalli, and right on the edge of the area. The foul leads Schiru down, and the free kick to Cagliari. Daniello. Now there's a little more space to work with. Challenge there on Iliev. Leads to the free kick, but Cagliari won't be too worried about that. Ref taking his time to get the play going again, but Inter raring to go here. 2, 4, 6, 7 players inside the box. Slight height advantage for them as well. Moretti at the near post, the other 6 further behind. Well, Casadei couldn't keep that inside the field of play. 75 minutes on the clock. Russo's pass. Casadei goes alone. Silvestro. 2-on-1, and the linesman gives it as a goal kick. Into losing the Scudetto in Serie A on the last day of the season. They slipped out of their grip some weeks before, and here in this semi-final, an opportunity to give another trophy to the club, having won 2. Seems all lost now with only 14 minutes remaining. Cagliari's first half performance was sufficient, taking those 3 chances. Poor Inter, you've got to say, in the first 45 or 45 plus 1, with that 3rd goal coming in the added time. And from the second half onwards, though Inter have had much more of the ball and tried with everything they can to create, fashion the chances, Cagliari stayed rock solid. It's looking highly unlikely now that they'll be able to turn it around. Owusu. First time, good save, and from close range, Abiuso turns it in. 13 minutes, they need 2 goals. Substitute makes the difference. It was a good stop by Andrea Daniello, but the reaction from Abiuso even faster. Well, it's a close one. You've got to say that Sulis was sleeping at the back post. If he'd moved up there, then Abiuso would have been in an offside position. Now, Vumbo getting a yellow card for time wasting there. Now this really will test the character of Cagliari. Warrior as a defender, Christian Kivu. There's that sort of mentality here on the sidelines as he's trying to urge his team to get this 2nd goal and set up a thrilling finale. Palomba. How why go for that sort of pass there? Cagliari just need to keep things simple. Horti. Moretti. Stretching for the head was the goal scorer, Abiuso. Sorgas goes down, no whistle from the referee. Good to see that Virgilio has kept the game moving, particularly in this 2nd half. A lot of players trying to convince him to give a free kick. Owusu goes alone. It's good strength, not a good pass. Well, moves into the comical as Daniello lets out a yelp. Maybe he was caught, but he's obviously looking to waste some time in the process. Now there's almost no contact. Almost should get a yellow card for complaining there. Just touches the outside of his glove. Some absolutely ridiculous things in football. Casadei with the challenge. Certainly made for an entertaining second half with Inter's determination to get back into the game. Iliev, Wusu, but still Cagliari massively with the advantage. Favour to go on and get the victory, and you've got to survive another 9 minutes. Shouldn't be that many stoppages. It's always the danger when you sit back this much. Cross-in's a good one. Collision of bodies. A weak call for a penalty from Abiuso. So Corsini getting ready to come in. And Vinci Guerra.
Il Cagliari sostituisce il numero 37 Luvumbo con il numero 22 Vinci Guerra.
So Luvumbo is out, got his goal. Vinci Guerra comes in. And Corsini replacing Cavuoti. Good performance in the first half, particularly by Zito Luvumbo, not just for the penalty kick. Now Vitale also getting ready to come on. So the double goal scorer, De Sogas, is the one to leave the field. And along with Luvumbo, the match winner. So Vitale coming in, it's a defensive change. Having played on this pitch in the quarter-final, maybe Cagliari just settled earlier. Wind is ripping through now. Could be a factor if Inter can get the ball into the area. Strong challenge. A lot of complaining about nothing from the Inter players and also from the Cagliari players in this attempt to wind the clock down. Free kick is given, Silvestro. They've worked all season to get into this sort of position. Inter and Cagliari, second and third respectively in the league standings. But it is the Sardinians who are taking the glory. Unless Inter can score here. Iliev's ball. Nobody moved but the keeper. Excellent save, Daniello. He was straight at him, but he had to get it to safety. And the second attempt, Sangalli not happy. Headed by Owusu, parried initially. And then Sangalli stabbing at it, lunging towards the ball. Could do nothing but put it over the bar. That was their chance. That was the moment. Maybe Inter could have set up something for a thrilling ending, but now Cagliari is surely going to be able to get across the line. Amazing what the factor of pressure can do to a team. 3-0 up, really cruising, but of course they score one goal and the mentality starts to change. A bit more fear. That shot from Luvumbo that went over the bar would have nailed the match down for them. Iliev. Now one more substitution, their last being readied as the ball clipped forward. Conti managed to turn but only find a Inter player, Sangalli. Owusu. 5 minutes left. Someone needs to answer their phone as it comes over here to Silvestro. Nice flight to the ball. Keeper thought to come out, then Polomba finds Owusu. Didn't want to give away the corner kick. Good balance by Hoti. Silvestro. Away by Polomba. Oh, it's a good cross in. See Vitali in there. Oh, and Vinci Guerra's pulled back. Well, little trip tackle there from Vinci Guerra after he was knocked to the ground himself. Grigar comes in, so the final substitution. Samuel Grigar, 22 appearances, no goals. Here we can see it again, Sangalli. Well, that was the handball. Sangalli letting out a yelp as well. Well, as they do in the professional leagues, they copy them in the youth setup. Grigar. Oof, took that one full on the head, flat out. And Sulis stays down, poleaxed. 3 minutes remaining, this will be added on. Let's have another look here. Does it get him on the side of the head? It does indeed. Oof, well, that could be dangerous. Could have a concussion from that sort of impact from close range. Probably for the best they take him off, but they've used all 5 substitutions. Agostini is celebrating this. Wasn't celebrating when they failed to get the goal in Venice. Would have seen them stay in Serie A, but Sulis made of tough stuff. So down to 10 men. Oh, slight misjudgment there, but then the clearance by Obert with the keeper wanting the ball. 88 minutes on the clock. It's Cagliari's day. Grigar. Roma were the league's first position in the regular season. Into second, Cagliari third. So Cagliari upsetting the order. Remember, we saw Empoli finish 6th last season and win the Primavera playoffs, and so lift the Scudetto for the 6th time. Another yellow card coming out. Challenged by Secchi. But surely there's no time now for anything for Inter, even if they scored 1. They do only need to draw because of that higher league position. We're in the 90th minute now. I imagine there's going to be, what, at least 5 minutes added on. Everybody in the box. The header, the goal! And Inter have given themselves a sliver of hope. And Abiuso, the super sub, has done it again. They need one more goal here, Inter. Now the tangible weight of pressure on Cagliari. It's a good header down, fine ball in. Abiuso just gets on top of his marker, and Daniello could do nothing. Well, Cagliari would really have thrown this away if they do concede another goal. We're at the end of the 90 minutes. How many of the officials added on? There haven't been that many stoppages. Iliev through the dummy. It is 5. Now Cagliari backing off Grigas into Owusu. Good dummy. A touch off Inciguerra. It's still an Inter throw. Griga. Casadei tried to do something with it. Griga. Got to be careful with the challenges here. Well, that was a risk. Griga's cross. Diving header. Chaotic Cagliari box. It's only one team trying to score. They left it just too late. One of the additional minutes gone. 3 goals for Cagliari in the first half, 2 for Inter in the second, both from the substitute Abiuso. Griga's ball just didn't have the height. And played Sangalli. Now everything they've worked on and for this season from September of 2021 condensed down into the last 4 minutes of this game. See them knocked out at the semi-final stage for the 2nd season in a row. They also finished 2nd last year. Now Cagliari taking every second possible out of the clock as Daniello kicks it long. He hasn't really got the numbers up there. Cut out the midfield. Iliev lays it off. Jürgens. Owusu made himself available. It is Owusu. Big deflection. Corner kick. Enoch Owusu tried to keep it low and drive it towards the corner. They've taken it quickly. Deep at the back of the box. What a chance! And it's a goal! Inter have done it. The 3rd additional minute, and the captain Sangalli. It's celebrations for Inter, commiserations for Cagliari, and all of the fans absolutely loving it. Well, Cagliari, you've got to feel sympathy there. They just couldn't deal with the pressure, sitting back too much, and eventually they've just crumbled. This header vital, and then the captain took it off the head of Jürgens, who was also claiming it. Difficult to say who had the final touch. Daniello, almost in slow motion, going across his line. And Inter from 3-0 down have found their way to parity, and so unless Cagliari can score a goal in the next 90 seconds, it will be Inter who go through to the final. What a crazy second half, and what a disappointment for Cagliari as well. They were cruising. Didn't seem possible they'd be able to concede 3 goals the way the game was going, the flow of the match, and then, well, that's football for you. 77th minute, Abiuso. 90th minute, Abiuso. And the 93rd minute, wait for confirmation, but it looked like it was Sangalli. Maybe Jürgens did get the final touch. Well, quite literally the fabled game of 2 halves. Cagliari dominating the first and scoring their 3rd goal in the added minutes, and Inter all-out attack in the last 16-17 minutes after they got the goal. They kept believing, and Cagliari's confidence just disappeared So it's going to be a Roma-Inter final. One of the more remarkable matches. Cagliari, by virtue of finishing third behind Inter in second, means that the draw is not enough, in the same way that they got past Sampdoria in the quarter-final, finishing 1-1. So it's the end of the 5 minutes. We're waiting for the referee to bring it to a close. And there is the final whistle. Inter 3, Cagliari 3. A remarkable match. It certainly does leave the body stiff for those Cagliari players who had the advantage. So we're going to extra time as a result of the 3-3. So it's not quite over yet for Cagliari. So if the scores remain level after the 120 minutes, then it will be Inter who go through, having had 64 points to Cagliari's 61. And so a short break before the first half of additional time. So the referee, Virgilio, and his assistants ready to get going again here at the Stadio Enzo Ricci. Conti with the captain's armband since Korfalidis left the pitch. So Agostini living the full gamut of emotions after Cagliari went into half-time with a 3-0 lead, finished full-time with a 3-3 draw, and so now we have two 15-minute periods, two halves of extra time, and if at the end of that the scores are level, then Inter will go through to the final, as they finished higher in the league. 64 points to Cagliari's 61. So let's get going. Counting up all the players, all the momentum with Inter, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be able to get across the line. They lost to Empoli in extra time a year ago, 3-2. See what happens now. Conti misjudges it. Jürgens into Iliev. Not a good tackle there from Bruno Conti. Free kick on the edge of the area. Well, mentally, you would imagine that Cagliari are shattered after that late turnaround. 2 goals in the added time. Really, it was their match, but couldn't keep their composure, keep themselves together, and so Inter on the front foot. Ref taking his time. Straight at goal off the bar by Iliev. Cheeky attempts, excellent execution. Daniello realized at the last moment. Seven goals in the league. Nikola Iliev. Good touch, Tramoni. Vinciguerra, well, was under duress. Moretti tried to touch it off Vinciguerra, who win the goal kick, but he's put it straight behind for the corner. Cagliari not done much attacking in the last 30 minutes. Can they change the direction of this match back in their favor? Doesn't get it over the first defender. Tramoni. Good ball in. And eventually just nipped away. Owusu. Half volley just pumped up the field. Daniello clears it into the middle as Casadei run off the ball and fouled by Corsini. Not a bad cross in. Polomba. Iliev. Warmed up with one shot already. There. Big deflection. Sulis with the throw. Well played, Owusu, just cutting off that angle for the pass to Conti. Oh, look at that for a ball. Tramoni has beaten his man, pulled it back. Oh, and a good deflection after Vinciguerra's shot. That was some of the best football Cagliari have played in attack or with the possession since they came out for the second half. And again, that chance for Lovumbo when he was just on the edge of the area and shot over the bar. Another strike that hit Conti in the head by Casadei that time. The onus more on Cagliari, as I mentioned, because they, if they do finish level, they'll be going out. Seems a bit harsh at this stage if you're going to play extra time. As the day goes down, and the referee sees that as a foul. Agostini watching on. Marvellous turnaround by Inter, greatly aided by the fear factor for Cagliari. Whether they can restart the engine is to be seen in these remaining minutes. Inter's mentality has clearly changed as well, not attacking nearly as much and appear to sit back. Of course, with under 19s, you'd expect immaturity in terms of managing the game. This would be bad memory for the young players, though. So close to reaching the final, which would be a massive occasion for all of them. The beginning of their careers. Throw it away in the space of 5 minutes after having worked so hard. Really, best way to go off into the summer holidays. Maybe they can still find a goal. As it's floated in. Away by Conti. Owusu. Another big deflection. Sule's cleared it away. Now all the way back into Rovida. Good feet from Iliev. And again, throws in a couple of tricks and Inter can hold the possession. One goal for them would mean Cagliari would need 2, so there's that motivation. But again, now they've changed their rhythm, just passing the ball around, not having the average position so high up in the midfield, and so they're happy just to knock it about a bit. Day couldn't control. Conti's ball out to the left. Just no look, hoping the run would be there. And the deflection behind is Obert, who's well up the pitch. Well, at this stage, if they have got anything left, emotional energy as well as physical energy left, the whole season rests on the remaining 21 minutes. Owusu. It's Inter's turn to slow the play down. It's the classic trap that they fell into. As soon as they conceded one, it's just sitting further and further back. They've taken off Luvumbo, who was one of their good outlets on the counter-attack. One back by Iliev. Again, nice feet from him. Down the channel by Carbone. Palomba gets there and shepherds it to a goal kick. Daniello recycling quickly. Maybe Uso with 2 goals, and he's certainly going to be one of the heroes. Uso made contact, so we go to the end of the 100th minute, and Cagliari struggling to get the ball out of their half. Owusu. Perhaps it's the final everybody expected. Inter versus Roma, or Roma versus Inter. First versus second. Keeper, a former Roma player, before he moved to Inter. Another whistle from the referee. Nicely floated forward. Bad control there. Abiusa loses out, however. On the chest, trying to clear it away. This is Obert. Now they need the option, but just hoiking it up the pitch. Not really any method to the play from Cagliari. It's a wasted bit of possession for Inter as the yellow card is given. Sliding challenge. Moretti goes into the book. The ball got away from him, and then sliding through, he does seem to catch his man. The referee certainly saw it that way as Corsini went down. Well, all of the support here seems to be more for Inter than for Cagliari. Do Cagliari really have anything left now? Conti flops it into the corner of the box. A bad position there. And the keeper's missed it. Half a claim for a penalty, but again, risible. Tramoni going down. He was isolated against three, as it's just looped to the back of the box. Still an opportunity for someone to be the hero for Cagliari. Good control by Owusu on the chest, trying to get it into Iliev. And again, with the skills and awareness of space, eventually dispossessed. Guerra trying to just run it into the corner. They still have the throw in here, Cagliari, as Obert comes up to take it. Obert crossing in, that's a corner kick. Well, there's an opportunity now. They got some men in the box finally. Grieger staying down. Grigar. Cagliari need this. Obert was up, but it's a good piece of defensive play. Now the last 30 seconds of this first additional half. Extra time. One extra substitution for the extra time, so in comes number 21, Andrea Paulina, in for Secchi. Paulina, no goals this season. Attacking change with the defender coming off. Well, they might as well go for it, but that's going to be the end of this first half. And an additional minute. Owusu. Overlapping run from Casadei, who doesn't quite manage to pick up the possession. Casadei again out to the right side. This is Sangalli, fitting that the captain should score the goal, though Jürgens may still be claiming it after the match, should it still be the goal that decides who goes to the final. Again, just whacking it forward. On occasion it was Palomba. Here it's with Sulis. Casadei, and the referee blows the half-time whistle, so it's going to be a short break. Change each side, just get a quick drink, the respective players, and then it's go again. But as it stands, Kivu has pulled it off. Just to take you over the details again, Jacopo Desogus in the 14th minute from the free kick, Zito Lavumbo in the 43rd from the penalty spot, then Desogus again in the added time at the end of the first half made it 3-0 to Cagliari, and up until the goal of Fabio Abiuso in the 77th minute, Cagliari really didn't look like they were having too many problems with Inter. And then in the 91st minute, Abiuso was there again with the header, and unbelievably, in the 93rd, Mattia Sangalli levelled things up. So conceded twice in the added time, and a calamity for Cagliari, but a great turnaround for Inter. Didn't give up and kept pushing, kept trying to find a way back into the match. And eventually, they managed to find it. So we're just about ready to get going again. Iliev really showing some quality touches in the last 15 minutes against some tired opponents, perhaps. Sun's still shining. It's coming up to 7:15 here in Emilia-Romagna. The sun is certainly feeling warmer on the faces of the Inter players than that of Cagliari. Still work to do. Virgilio gets us going again. Inter kick us off. It's still 3-3. It's still Inter as it stands, going through to the final. Another ball striking the player, but that time in the chest, so the ref not obliged to stop the play. And at this point, Cagliari can't really afford to lose a man for anything but a severe injury. Obert actually getting back to his feet. The footballs are rock hard, belted by one from just a few meters away in the stomach. It's going to hurt. But again, with the long balls, not really trying any sort of intricate passing movement. Doesn't seem anything is coming off the training ground anymore from Cagliari. They set their stall out to defend in the second half, and once they got past about 65, 70, perhaps they started to think, yes, we've almost done it, or even we've done it, and they just couldn't react. Inter were just encouraged by that, just kept pushing forward, and even since then in the last half, when they've had the ball, Cagliari, they're just kicking it up the field, not able to find a teammate, and so not really able to build any attacks. But it's still not over yet. There's another 14 minutes to go. There, Conti swept it over to the right side. Certainly will be a learning experience this for the Cagliari players, maybe a good one in some senses, though it's going to burn for a few days, if not weeks after, unless they can get the goal. Still something important to realise it can happen in matches, and that need the right mentality. Same day as Champions League final. Don't forget that famous one between Milan and Liverpool in 2005, where they had a 3-0 lead at half-time. And then it was 3-3, and they lost on penalties, Milan. Inter, the other way round, looking to take the triumph, as Rovida really has had nothing to do in the last 45 minutes. Graigar. It's a good throw in, and that time the communication was better. Daniello getting the ball. Daniello again to roll it out this time. So not opting for the long ball down the line. Corsini back into the middle. Tale shifts it out to the right. Sulis. Now they've managed to get everybody forward and up. So the plan has been deployed. Now they need to execute. Corsini. On the turn, Vinci Guerra. They're in the right place. Just got to try and get it into one of the forwards. But having taken off the front three, as Tramoni is caught, and he gets the free kick right on the edge of the area. Massive shout from the referee. And the challenge by Moretti, already been booked. Nunziatini coming in. This could be it. This could be Cagliari's only shot at goal. Right on the edge of the area. Owusu, who came on as a substitute, is now being substituted off with this extra sub you get in the extra time. And Nunziatini, the 19-year-old, comes in. So a lengthy wait here. The referee taking forever to get the wall in position. Almost a minute since he blew the whistle. Referees really got to step this up. People watching. Stand there whilst he talks with the wall. Conti is there. Pulina, who's just come on, is there. If they can produce a moment of magic, a touch of class, Cagliari could still be going to the Serie A, to the Primavera final. Conti tried to keep it low and to the right of the wall. Still men in the box. Still a chance here. Oh, and it's gone wide. Well, Tramoni knows that was a good opportunity. Into defenders were backing off. Managed to find a little bit of space and an angle for the shot. Couldn't deliver. That's a disappointment. Two chances going there for Cagliari. Two chances more than we've seen them have in, well, since Lumbu's shot over the crossbar. Iliev. Challenge from Skiru. No advantage. It's a yellow card for Gianmarco Skiru. Again, the ball in the middle of the pitch, wide as it takes so long for the game to restart. Tramoni. Wow, they've got the counter-attack now. All over the top, chasing hard. Polina won it back. First time shot, it's there. Oh, and he's put it over the bar. Palomba, what a chance. The central defender who'd made the long march up from the back, run all the way through the midfield. Watch him go in there, he'll come into shot. It's won back by Polina. There's a touch on the way through, and then he has to score. What a miss. Unbelievable. That's where you need your striker, not your centre back. Inter living a charmed life in this game, coming back from 3-0 down and then running the risk of conceding again late. And it seems as if the momentum has just shifted then since that free kick. Cagliari suddenly believe, and Inter are trying to defend it out. So this could yet be more drama to come. Obert comes inside. Palomba is playing up as a striker now. Good feet from Polina. And trying to find his way inside was Schirru. With a long kick out. Vitale backing up. Daniello was off his line quickly. Just kept in by Schirru. They've won it back. Nunziatini comes inside. He could finish it. It's a corner kick. Well, Nunziatini, he's got no excuse for being tired. He's only been on the pitch for about 2 minutes. Makes it look like he's just run a marathon. Struck the hands there as well of Vitale. Six minutes remaining. Still in Inter's hands. One goal for them, and that is certainly game over. Cagliari would need two. I said that in the first half, and look what happened then. Fighting for it in the corner. 5 minutes remaining. They push away. It's good football. Balance. And now needs the pass. The white shirts are arriving. Cagliari have marched all the way up, and just the final ball didn't come. What a great counter-attack there from Cagliari. Going 70, 80 meters up the pitch. Those who've been on since the beginning, understandably, feeling the effects. Try to get it into Palomba. They do have this corner. They do still have some hope here. Cagliari, 8 in the box. Oh, it's a dreadful corner kick. What an anticlimax. Well, Conti, it's disappointing. Everyone in the box waiting to attack the ball. How can that possibly be Cagliari's? A bit of confusion there. 4 minutes remaining. So Inter as well have shown themselves to have a few nerves in this last period. Really managed the game as surely Christian Kivu would have wanted. Absorbing a lot of pressure in the second half. Palomba trying to link up with a teammate. Rovida eventually falling on the ball, just running a few seconds down. They're so nearly there. Well, it's one of the most dramatic semi-finals certainly we've seen in recent years, and Inter seemed to be going out, and Cagliari deserved to be going to the final, but football can change so quickly. In the space of 15 minutes in the second half, from the 77th to the 93rd, or 16 minutes, another yellow card comes out. Cagliari's dreams of a first playoff final went up in smoke. Well, there's no ball boy there, as it's on the sidelines. He's under pressure. Daniello sending it up high. Braga got it forward. No handball, play on. Two minutes remaining. Played an extra half an hour. So Roma would be the happier about that, but final, anything could happen. Now in the final there will be a full quota of possibilities. In conclusion, that's certainly a yellow card. And no complaints either. Cagliari going to be desperately disappointed. Sulis the one receiving it, throwing away a 3-goal lead. But Inter on the other side, they will be jubilant, and great test of their character to come back in such fashion and steal it from under Cagliari's nose right at the end. So there will be pitch invasion of sorts at the 120 mark, depending if there's an added minute. As Inter trying to take it into the corner instead of looking to the middle. Palomba was back. We're in the last minute of the game, and this really is the last chance for Cagliari. Oh, it's not a good kick out. Pulled it. Looks as if it's going to be 1 minute added on. Well, the referee's given that as a foul. Not an easy game to referee, though. A lot of accidents and incidents going on. He's going down. Challenges coming in. And now we're over 120 minutes. The referee checks his watch. Disappointment for Agostini in Serie A, and disappointment here in the Primavera, because his team have thrown away a 3-goal lead, and it's not going to be a happy trip back to Sardinia. Keeper's ball. 30 seconds left. This is it. Repelled twice. Launched forward again. There's an offside flag, so that's it. Inter are going through to the Primavera final to play Roma next Tuesday night. It has been a dramatic and unpredictable game here in this second semi, with Cagliari's 3-goal lead at halftime wiped out in the last 15 minutes of the regulation time. And so Inter are going into the Primavera final by virtue of finishing higher than Cagliari in the league standings. Final score, Inter 3, Cagliari 3.
L'Inter raggiunge la Roma in finale martedì 21 maggio alle 20:30 al Notizie in Reggio Emilia. Grazie e buona serata.
in campo con Team. Lega Serie A e Team hanno presentato la Serie A Team, insieme per la pace.
Per il Cagliari